meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Now, here's Loveline
with Dr. Drew
and Adam Carolla.
Well, you heard the dwarf. This is Loveline. I sound weird, Mike. Anything up with that, or is that just me?
That's just you. You always sound weird.
It's my deviated septum?
Right.
Oh, man, once in a while I go to someone's house and I hear my voice on the phone machine. I go, who's that retard you're dating? And it's me, Drew. Don't ever do that. Drew, how are you?
I'm fine.
That is Dr. Drew, board-certified physician.
Right.
Watched Jumanji over the weekend, did you?
Right. Scared the hell out of my kids. Thank you for warning me. Thank you, Adam.
It's a Robin Williams movie. It's PG about a circus, animals that ran around.
Kids flick. Sounds like a kids movie. I told my kids, hey, elephant movie. We're going to watch elephants and rhinoceros. Thanks. Let's go to the calls.
All right.
Let's
go. All right. Wait a minute. I want to give the phone number out.
Okay.
Don't get so fast there. 1-800-LOVE-191. 1-800-568-3191. Let me give the facts out real fast there, hot finger. 310-854-4455. It is Loveline. It is Sunday night, and we are moving along, and we're going to talk to Nick. Nick, what's up?
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Hey. Good.
Hey, first, just a comment, Adam. I went to several junior colleges, actually, and I'm now working on my graduate degree, and I'm 1 year from it. So
Brian, to death.
Junior college does not necessarily mean you're a loser.
And I have noticed, Brian, that people that go on and on and on in higher education are often people that started in places like junior college. I mean, they value what they've got so much, and they don't get burned out at the beginning side of the educational cycle.
Please stop backpedaling.
No, it's true, though. I've seen that.
It's also very expensive to go to a university for 4 years, and if you're footing the bill like I did, junior college.
Adam, that's the big reason right there.
Hold on. Let me talk. Drew, speak very slowly in front of Brian. Went to 3 or 4 junior colleges. He's probably not going to be able to stay up with you. Yeah. Brian?
Yeah.
How many junior colleges did you go to?
I went to 3.
Oh, 3-time loser.
Well,
that's it. Third strike, you're out.
And by the way, on the East Coast, junior college is not what it is, sort of west of the Mississippi at all.
All right. Kim?
Yes.
You're 41. What's up?
Hi, Adam.
Hey.
Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure.
And I just want to say that I think you are really funny, and I love the Man Show.
Why, thank you.
My husband and my boys, and I watch it every week.
How old are your boys?
Please?
How old are your sons?
20 and 21.
All right.
And, but I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I do smoke marijuana, and I've heard you say that people can get bronchitis from smoking it.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Can you get that even if, you don't have a cold beforehand?
No, it will give you chronic bronchitis.
It can give you chronic bronchitis?
It will give you that, yeah.
Well, you must have something that's making you call like bronchitis.
Well, if you get a cold,
I'm suspecting that I do, but I'm afraid to go to my family doctor because I'm afraid he may. He knows I don't smoke cigarettes, and he's going to wonder how come I got this bronchitis.
Why don't you talk to him about your weed problem?
Well, I don't think I have a weed problem.
You smoke weed every day till you're getting bronchitis. You're having medical complications from your marijuana use. Don't you think that's something appropriate to talk to your doctor about?
How much weed do you smoke?
I just smoke usually when I listen to you guys.
All right.
Yeah, we're on every night.
You guys every night. It's real late here where I live.
So listen, it's time to talk to your doctor about this.
But I mean, will he turn me into the police?
Kim, I run a large addiction recovery program. Do I make a report every time I admit a heroin addict to the hospital?
Drew has narked a few folks out in his day.
I mean, think about that. That would mean everybody that saw the doctor, which is 10% of the country, who talks about their substance use, would get turned into the police.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you're helping me.
You need to talk to your doctor about it, all right?
Okay.
You need some
all
help
right,
with
thanks,
this.
and have a good night.
This isn't Nazi Mexico. Yeah, they always say Nazi Germany, but I think I like to mix it up every once in a while. Put another country at the end of that. Cody?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, every time I'm done taking a I shake a little bit.
Well, you get that too.
Yeah, every guy does.
I don't get that very much.
You don't?
That's if you get up in the middle of the night and do that once in a while, sometimes you'll pass out.
No.
Yeah. That's called post-micturition syncope. That's part of the sort of response your body has at the end of your micturition.
Yeah, it's to shake the extra whiz off your penis.
No, it's actually it's it's a shutter.
That's why God did it. Yeah. I only do it when I think about it. You know what I'm saying? And I only think about it when I'm in an airport bathroom because there's people around, and I think, oh man, am I going to get that weird spaz thing?
And pow.
And then pow.
Well, and it's an alteration of your blood pressure and pulse that's occurring, and it can actually cause you to pass out.
Yeah. You'll be fine, Cody.
Yeah, the guy I talked to before I got to you guys told me that, like, he never heard of that before.
No, it's a common thing.
Really?
This is Damien's night, so
we got to
relax.
fire this Damien. Yeah. I was going to wait till the end of the show to fire him, but I think we should just let him go, mid-show.
Yeah, after his poor performance tonight, why not?
Well, the callers, and as you know, and Cody, you know this from listening to the show, you callers are my babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think all of you is my kids. But I don't think of me as a regular dad. I think of myself more of a drunken, abusive stepdad. You see, that's the twist. But
throughout his life, a man beloved by the children.
Yeah, that shaky, that brr. Yeah, you get it. I get it when there's other I get it when I'm in front of people, though.
What?
I don't think I do it alone.
Yeah.
I get a little like, hey, who's around? And then brr. Mm-hmm. Mostly at the airport. I do it with you once in a while when I'm in the bathroom there.
Yeah. Let's go pee after this.
Okay, Brian?
Yep.
You're 20?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yeah, I've been taking this medication called Dexedrine.
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering what the long-term side effects could be.
Well, there really, it's actually a tough question to answer thoroughly, but there really are not any significant long-term effects. I have concerns about Dexedrine being used in people over the age of 18, though.
Why? What is that?
It's speed, and it's for ADD, and a very significant percentage of ADD patients have addiction.
Remember when they used to call them Dexies?
Yeah.
They used to call it Dexatrim for weight loss.
Yeah.
No, it's a totally different thing.
And then what was Benny short for? Barbiturate? Bennies?
No.
What, you got some Bennies? You got some Dexies?
That was a stimulant, too, wasn't it, Bennies?
I think it was, but I don't know what Bennies... I'd like to know what class of drug a Benny was. Bennies and Dexies.
Also,
Benzodrine.
Does having ADD affect your kind of social competency in any way?
It can. People with ADD tend to have more in the way of personality problems sometimes.
I think I have some personality problems as far as trying to be, having social skills.
So you have like a social phobia?
Yeah.
Real anxious and social.
Yeah, well, I have a problem initiating friendships.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends?
No.
None, huh?
No.
Wow, that's weird, isn't it? Now you feel worse, but you just have no friends.
No, I don't. Well, it seems like I had a lot of friends before I moved. And I moved out to the Midwest.
Yeah.
And I went to the...
yeah, I understand. Where do you work?
I don't have a job.
Oh, you go to school?
Yeah, I go to the junior college.
Uh-oh. Yeah, don't hook up with any of those losers.
Well, Adam, you can never speak enough ill about the community college. It's like everybody got slammed in the head with a bunch of doorknobs.
Which one do you go to?
Huh?
Which one do you go to?
Go to?
Yeah, the junior college?
Which junior college do you attend?
One in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
You go to that what's the one downtown in Denver there? Metropolitan?
Don't.
All right. Look, I'm not going to take 20 minutes to squeeze this guy like we're the Gestapo trying to get some information out of him. That's what I love about our listeners. The most mundane of questions turns into 20 questions.
Yeah.
You go to junior college? Which one, huh?
Yeah.
Which one do you go to? Which one what?
Yeah.
Remember you were talking about junior colleges? Yeah. Which junior college?
Huh?
It's in the greater Colorado area. Is it in the... is that one, the Metro one, the one that's in downtown Denver? No. That's 6 questions. You're down to 15. You're down to 14. Let's go. Next one. It's like, look, just give the goddamn college.
Next, Toady Fields.
What the hell are we doing here? Look, anyone who's listening to this show, if you see us, like, getting at something, feel free just to go ahead and put it out there. Okay, Toady, that's 5 questions. Is enrollment of the college more... Would it be a specialized college? No, that's 13 down, Bill. That's back to Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey, yes.
Would this be a college... Does this college have a football team that we may have heard of? No, I'm sorry. That's 12 questions, and back to Toady. Toady, just spit it out, please. Everyone. Drew's gonna keep scratching around until he finds out what junior college Brian went to. Ty?
Yeah.
Ty, you know what bennies are?
Yeah. It's in World War II. It was a stimulant used by the Allies because I think it was Hitler. He put all his guys on meth. So we had these, they were inhalers, the Benzadrain, and basically you're supposed to inhale it, and it would basically, it would give you a little pep, so you'd stay up and you'd eat less.
I thought bennies were pills, though.
Ultimately, they were, I'm sure.
All right.
Well, yeah, they came in little, they were cotton swabs inside the inhalers, and you could just take them and eat them or dissolve them.
So is it Benzadrain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Thank you, Ty.
Yeah, no problem.
Good times. Take a little break. Drew, I'm going to demonstrate the shiver for you while I urinate.
Yeah, we got to pee.
We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Seth Green's coming in here a little bit later this week. You know him from all those teeny bopper movies, and does a great voice on The Family Guy, which is a show I really enjoy, which is back on the air now. And he'll be in here plugging what movie, Anderson? What new movie does Seth Green have coming out?
Rat Race.
Oh, Rat Race.
How weird. We just mentioned Mad World.
Yeah.
He's on Wednesday. So.
Curious about that new movie. So I'll be glad to talk to Seth on Wednesday. Brian?
Hi.
You're 22?
Yeah, and 22.
What's up?
Well, basically the question is, what is Wellbutrin and what does it do?
Are you drunk or Scottish or both?
No, I'm from the South.
Wow.
Deep South. But I came up here to go to school.
Oh, okay.
Well, up here is in Michigan, and I know you hate how that happens, you know.
I see. Right.
South of what?
Where were you? Where are you from in the South?
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just trying to fix my accent. I mean...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you understand me?
Yeah, I can understand you.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to be a hassle or nothing.
No, listen, that's good times.
All right, sorry.
So, you're in Michigan now, you're going to school?
Yeah.
What school are you going to?
U of M.
University of Michigan.
University of Michigan.
I see.
Ann Arbor, sorry.
I see. And you want to know about a medication?
Yeah, well, right. Wellbutrin.
Wellbutrin's antidepressant. It has some stimulant properties to it. It's a unique class, bupropion. It's a good medication. It's effective as an antidepressant. Why? What are you doing with it?
Well, see, I work at a hotel overnight. I'm actually here right now. And this lady left some in her room, and on the side it said may cause drowsiness, and I was having trouble sleeping like last Friday.
No, it actually usually causes stimulation and difficulty sleeping.
Really?
And headache. The two most common side effects from Wellbutrin are headache and sleeplessness.
Why would it say may cause drowsiness?
Because I guess it may, but it's unusual for it to do that.
It said discard after July 2nd.
Right, why don't you do that?
Well, all right, I think I will. Also, well, I don't know. I took them and I noticed that my butthole is as big as a mason jar. I had to put the accent in.
Now, tell us where your accent's really from.
Well, he doesn't. He made it up.
What?
He made up his accent.
Woo!
Yeah, but it was such a bizarre accent.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out what it was.
Asshole.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, good times, buddy.
Good night.
Right.
No, that's still his voice.
No, it's not still his voice.
You guys didn't hear that? That was like the fakest accent I've ever heard on the show.
It was too fake. I couldn't figure out what it was.
Hey, Brian.
Like all the different things at once.
I know. I thought the guy was from. I thought he was Scottish.
I thought he was from the South trying to change his accent, as he said. But hey, Brian, there's a restaurant at a train station there by U of M, right?
Pardon me?
There's a restaurant at a train station. Like a train goes right by it?
Right. There's an Amtrak station in U of M.
No. It's like an old train station they converted to a restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called the
I know what you're
Cressels
talking
or
about.
something.
Yeah, you and I ate there at one time. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us that place called. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
All right.
Who cares?
Well, we thought we'd try to get a little pertinent information out of the kid, you know. All right. Good times there, Brian. Kim,
Hi.
you're 40?
Yes.
What's up?
Not much. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing good, thanks.
Great. Adam, I love you guys and what you guys do, and Adam, it's not the same when you're not there.
Well, thank you.
Last week, it just, Stryker doesn't cut it.
Zip it, you nag!
No, yeah, listen, I love Stryker, but he sucks.
He does.
He sucks so
he tries
bad.
to be you, but he fails.
No, listen, I like Stryker, and I would pass judgment on him, but I didn't hear any of the shows because I was in New York drunk.
Shut up, Carolla, hairy bastard.
There he is. So what's up there, Kim?
Okay, well, I do have a real problem. I've got a 19-year-old son, and well, he's almost 20. In a few months, he'll be 20, and he drinks alcohol every day. Now, he doesn't drink it in the morning or, like, during the afternoon because he does work. He does work full-time, but, like, on the weekends, come Saturday and Sunday, he'll start drinking it.
What's your question?
Hold on, what does he do?
He drinks.
No. What job does he do?
He works in a warehouse.
Okay. Listen,
I don't want to give the name of it.
No, I understand, but get a picture of him next to a forklift, so if he hits it big one day, there'll be a picture of him working. We can all identify with, and then buy his series of cassettes.
No.
All right, and he
doesn't drink.
What is your question?
He only drinks on the weekends, though.
Right, and then at night after work when he gets
every
home.
day.
Because that's every day then.
Yeah. What's your question?
Well, I want to know, how do you know when it's become a problem? Like if
does he have a family?
An alcoholic, or because his great grandparents were alcoholics.
Okay, and how about parents and grandparents?
No.
Nobody did any pot or drugs or alcohol?
Oh, my husband and I, back in the 70s, I mean, we smoked weed a few times.
Did somebody become a daily user?
No.
And so, does he live at home?
Yes, he does.
And he comes home, and what does he do?
Well, he usually comes home and just, with dinner. I mean, when he comes home, he pops open a can of beer.
Right.
And at 19, that's okay with you?
And no, I don't like it.
So why do you allow it?
Well, because he said he's going to do it anyway, and we would rather have him at home.
Okay, that is a grave misconception of miscarriage of parenting.
That's what my stepmom...
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That bitch said the exact... She would rather I not drink and not be at home, she said.
No, because, see, I remember
19.
as a child, like, back
Listen,
in
I'm telling you,
70s.
listen to me. The way to parent is you set down the clearest limits, the clearest boundaries that work the best. So if you don't want him to do something, you tell him it's not okay, and it's not okay. And then listen to me, and then you begin withdrawing whatever support you offer him as a consequence for any continuation of that behavior. And if that behavior continues in spite of him losing important sources of resource or emotional support, then you have an alcoholic on your hands. Because alcoholism is not defined by how much you drink or how frequently you drink, but A, that there's a family history, and B, that there's continued use in the face of consequence. Period. Even if you're drinking once a month. So that's it.
Okay,
and
my
I
husband
can, I can virtually guarantee you you're dealing with an alcoholic.
I'll leave her alone. Go ahead, Kim.
We did have an argument over it, and my husband has cut down on buying it for him. I won't buy it.
All right, well, off he goes. You're enabling him terribly, Kim. Terribly enabling.
Son, you're down to 2 cases a week. You want to go for? You want to go for six packs? Keep talking.
Profoundly enabling behaviors here.
All right, you're at 5 6-packs a week, son. You want to go for 1 case? Keep belching. All right, now you're in a case, smart guy. That's like 4 beers a night. You're going to be making your own liquor store runs. And none of the hard stuff either. I'll stop filling your flask before you go to work. Then we'll see how good you feel, hot shot.
It's ridiculous. This is a terribly, terribly disturbed
Son,
situation.
you're this close to going domestic. I'll stop bringing the Sapporos home and the Heinekens home. You'll be drinking Bud and Schlitz. You understand me?
Good wine.
Let's listen. The guy's 19. He's almost 20. Works full time. He drinks sixer at night. It's time to move out.
That's for sure.
Don't you guys miss getting drunk with people that did stuff that were sort of insane?
No.
You don't?
No.
You know,
Miss
like I had
that?
friends that. Oh, they.
I know what your friends
They'd
do.
get
They hear about it all the
loaded.
time. They'd put water up their rear ends and shoot it out at each other. That wasn't
That was
loaded.
like
I'm sorry.
Stone Cold Sober. That was like
I'm sorry.
Sunday at noon.
I'm sorry.
They'd get into fights. They do. I mean, it was
They'd
like
what?
they get into fights. I mean, it was entertaining when they got drunk.
Right.
Or there was always some guy do anything.
Right.
Put his schlong in a light socket or something. It's just idiots. And if one of them passed out and the other drunk ones were still up and around,
They do stuff to them.
it's torture. Duct tape to a chair.
Take pictures.
Cigarette butt in the mouth, my friends duct taped this guy to a chair they didn't even know. He just made the mistake of passing out on one of those recliner chairs at a party. Just had too much to drink, just passed out. Duct taped him to the chair, put like a lampshade on his head, put a cigarette butt in his mouth. Start painting on him with a magic marker. I mean, if you passed out first, you're dead meat. The Wheeze has a great video of a buddy of mine, Sean, getting a hot foot passed out. And the thing that's funny about the video is, it's a real, honest-to-goodness hot foot. Put the match in between the guy's toes, put the wooden match in there. He's passed out on his back. Put the match in between the toes, light the match, and just wait for it to get down to his toes and watch him fly up. But the thing that's funniest about the video, when you see it...
He doesn't fly up.
Oh, no, he does fly up. The thing that's funniest about it is not watching the hot foot, but seeing how he's been decorated like a Christmas tree. Because the guy passed out 2 hours ago on his back in his boxers, and it was a Hawaiian theme party. He's got 400 lays around his neck. He has one of these boats that you put a sundae in over his crotch. He's got lipstick on. He's wearing like a Hawaiian hat. He's completely dressed, and he has like beer cans and stuff piled on him. So that when the hot foot kicks in and he does this involuntary spasm, all this Hawaiian garb goes flying. It was like if Don Ho exploded.
Oh, gee.
I got to think of some more good stories. But anyway, if you passed out first, you're just dead meat. And the thing that always cracks me up about men versus women, and I think I've talked about this before, is when a woman passes out drunk in front of her friends, and I've had many a friend pass out, lifeless. Shake their hand, put water on their face. No, they ain't moving.
Wow.
Women, my God, call the paramedic.
Right.
We got to get to the hospital.
Yeah.
Guys, let's piss on him.
Well, hello.
The first test is kick him in the nuts, see if he's awake. That's the first move. The second one is, hey, we got to spit on him, see if he moves. No, he's not moving. All right, well, we'll just pee on him. My friend Chris passed out on the Tijuana border, running over the overpass. He just passed out running full speed, just passed out. We had to carry his ass and stuff him into the car. He passed out. We stuffed him in the back of a Toyota.
Just to take the glamour out of all this for a second, let's just alert the listeners to what happened to these people that engage in these kinds of behaviors.
He's fine.
No.
Well, he had to get a little rehab, spend a little time in jail.
Okay.
Later on in life.
All right.
He's looking good now, though.
All right.
But here's how guys are. I just want you to know something. This guy passes out on the Tijuana border. You go up one of these spiral staircases type things, rampways, and you walk on an overpass over the street and then back down the other spiral and into the parking lot. You park your car on the border on the San Diego side of Tijuana, the United States side. We were playing like Border Patrol or Rat Patrol, so we were all drunk. We were running around this thing. We were running, and we looked back, and he just passed out. He's just face down on the cement in the middle of the thing. Well, we couldn't revive him, so we propped him up against the wall. He's a 210-pound guy. Got him leaned against the wall and then leaned over my shoulder. Then I carried him as far as I could carry him, but I was drunk, too, and this guy was heavy, so I had to plop him back down on the ground. Then he woke up long enough for us to get him into the car, I think, and then he passed out again in the car, and then we got him up again, and then he passed out again. But here's the thing. 4 guys staying in one motel room in San Diego, and there were 2 beds. 2 of these just singles, like Ricky and Lucy used to sleep on, the 2 single kind of high ones. And we took him and we threw his limp corpse down on one of them, and my other friend claimed the other one. And I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and I heard this kaboom, like it sounded like someone dropped a sandbag out of a window. And there's my other friend watching TV with his hands behind his head on the bed that Chris was passed out on.
On top of Chris?
No, he just rolled him right off the other side. He just pushed him, rolled him. He just landed on the floor like a dummy, on his face with his elbow probably trapped under him. Probably would have had to amputate it the next morning if he didn't wake up eventually. Oh. And he's just watching TV, not thinking anything of it. Hey, free shot. He's got the bed. This guy's passed out. He's not going to know. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What? How can you be critical of our callers?
Well, look at me.
Yeah?
I'm a big star now? I don't know. All right. I'll come with some more good stories. This is lighthearted hijinks. This is back in the day. All right. I'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk to Rebecca. Her friend stole her Effexor. Effexor. That's that medication.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll figure out what the hell the rest of it is.
Aloha. This is Davo, and you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Mahalo.
Mahalo. Phone number, 1-800-LVE-191. All right. Got a little headache from talking about the booze stories.
Ann, you really upset her with that stuff. That's like telling her about bachelor parties. She gets going. Right, Ann?
Listen. I can't, the thought of drinking to the point where I blow chunks, it's just revolting now. It used to just be, it's just what you did. Oh, worst day of my life ever, 21st birthday. Yeah, 21st birthday. I used to have the most miserable construction job when I first started. I just dug ditches, just with a bucket and a little shovel, and the ditch was so deep that I had to scoop it into a bucket, and a guy would have to drag the bucket up the side of the ditch because I was like 10 feet under, and the ditch was just about 3 feet wide, and I had to use a sawed-off shovel because there wasn't enough room for a regular-sized shovel. Oh, and we used to work Saturdays, and Friday night was my birthday, and I turned 21.
Oh, boy.
And I got so loaded that I vomited out in the alley and then fell asleep on a box spring in an alley behind this party. Somehow somebody found me and threw me in the van and went to bed at 2 in the morning and got up just feeling like just fried hell. And listen, all you wussers out there, sitting behind a desk hungover is a bitch. Doing anything hungover is a bitch, but being in a hole hungover
in 110-degree temperature
is just a bitch and a half. I remember that, having to go to work the next day. I'm so surprised I didn't kill myself at least 10 times. Rebecca.
Yep.
You're 18.
Yes, I am. First of all, I'd like to say that you guys rock.
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah, I've been having some problems with medication and all, and like 3 weeks ago, my friend stole my medicine, my Effexor, and she was over at my house earlier today, and I called all my doctors, and they gave me like an emergency refill because it wasn't time for my refill.
Right.
And I got that like 3 weeks ago, and she stole that today. And
what do you mean she steals this stuff? What is she up to?
What is Effexor?
Effexor is an antidepressant.
I don't know, she's supposedly attempted suicide a few times.
Is that what she's planning with the Effexor?
Yeah, she's in intensive care right now because she took all my pills.
Yeah. Why don't you tell somebody when she started stealing stuff?
I
don't mean to make you feel guilty about this. I'm just curious.
Well, she does. I mean, I do. She's in group homes. They like check her out and everything. And she was supposed to go to her doctor's appointment right after she was at my house, but she took the pills, I guess, right after she left. And
So you didn't call the home to tell them what had happened?
I wasn't aware of it.
I see.
I didn't know that she stole the pills. Like 3 weeks ago.
So you didn't know what had happened to your pills?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago when it happened, you know, I thought they just completely disappeared. I had some suspicions, but
Right.
didn't think she would do that because I was freaking out because I hadn't had my pills.
Right.
And she said nothing.
All right, but what's your question, Lars?
Well, I have no medicine, and I haven't been able to take it today at all, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to get another refill on it, and just kind of curious about the side effects, like from the withdrawal or whatever, from not having it.
You know, you can get a very strange withdrawal syndrome from Effexor. Paxil and Effexor are both associated with the withdrawal syndrome, and it's very uncomfortable. Most of my patients that have gone through it describe it as a sense, something they have very great difficulty describing, but the closest thing they associate it with is a feeling of dizziness. And sort of an agitation.
Now she's going to feel dizzy.
Well, it's a strange feeling. It's not like the room is spinning. It's just sort of a lightheaded, funny feeling. What dose are you on, Rebecca? What dose are you taking?
300.
370.
150 each day.
Twice a day. The XR?
Yeah.
That's a big dose, you know. That's a good-sized dose. And so it's important that... Well, you're not on the XR then, right? You're on the just regular Effexor?
No, I'm on the XR.
You're on the XR, too.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a big dose, and you've got to call somebody to get back on it. I mean, it also, God knows, your mood will destabilize, and you know, it's an important medicine. If it's necessary for you to take a medication like that, it's important that you take it, and it's important that people know what you're doing with it. So give your doctors a call back. Let them know what happened to your friend that overdosed on it.
Well, her friend's in the hospital now.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you can prove that she's had a problem. I mean, they can call the hospital if necessary. But
how does that work?
What?
Replacement of drugs.
It depends on a lot of things. If they're
what about a drug like this?
It depends, again, on the patient. You have to have a really...
What is this thing going to do, though? I mean, what's in it for somebody to double down on their medication?
Well, some people, as you've talked, you know, we've heard tonight even, people will just abuse medication, just attempting to get some sort of alteration of the sensorium, and or give it out to people, or God knows what. You have to control it. And many insurance companies will not allow refills, and they strictly control what they can and can't take. I mean, if they use more than their supply, that's it.
Can't, you know, he said, listen, I keep it in my front breast pocket of my shirt, and I was taking a ferry, and I was leaning over the railing, and the thing just fell right into the Hudson.
If it was a patient you had a trusting relationship with, you knew the person, and it was a one-time thing, of course you'd refill it. But if it was Vicodin, and it happened twice, or it was Ativan or something, you know you've got a problem on your hands.
Okay.
So,
all right. Talk to Joe, who's 23. Joe?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Well, this question is for Dr. Drew.
Yeah?
Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew?
Yeah?
Hey, I have a question. I read in an article
The first
that,
wasn't good enough?
Oh, I'm on a cell phone, and it sounds like stuff.
Why do people do that?
I don't know. He had to use the S word. Screwball.
Let's get him back.
I know, but Drew, is using the S word on a national radio show, isn't that a little sort of passive-aggressive?
It is, except it's a testament to how comfortable you make people feel. They feel like they're just talking to their buddies in their living room.
Hold on. Like, make them run up some minutes. Go to somebody else.
All right. Anderson.
Anderson, on the other hand, thinks they need to be punished.
Stone.
Hello?
Stoner.
Paul?
You're 24.
Oh, hey, man, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
Yeah, dude, I smoke quite a bit, man. I smoke probably like about a quarter pound a month, you know?
Wonderful.
And,
hold on a second. Dooley, how much weed is a quarter pound a month?
That's 4 ounces. It's about an ounce a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
How many years have you been smoking for?
Dooley buys an eighth that lasts.
How many years have you been smoking for?
About 6 years.
What are you doing for a living?
Oh, I work a night job.
Did you have a more substantial career at one time?
Yeah, I was an English tutor at a college.
Isn't that interesting, how that seems to have deteriorated?
Huh? I don't like teaching people, though.
Yeah, I can only tell you that every marijuana addict I have dealt with has profound effects on their employment.
Really?
They sort of move down the ladder, finally lose the job, and
I didn't lose it. I quit, man.
You will.
What?
You
I
will.
have no desire to really
I understand it's about desire. That's the thing about pot.
Believe me.
But eventually you'll lose all desire to work.
You'll lose desire to wipe your ass after number 2.
And then by the time I get my hands on people when they need treatment, the chronic complaint is I've been trying to do my what's the resume? I've been trying to fill one out for like 3 years. I just can't get the resume completed.
Well, I mean, none of this stuff bothers me. The thing that bothers me is I just want to be sure that I want to know like the worst possible kind of lung ramifications.
Don't worry, you'll kill yourself long before your lungs give out.
Yeah, the brain issues are actually much more serious.
Yeah.
But
really?
Sure.
But there is some concern that there may be heart disease. There is definite evidence of chronic airway disease like emphysema, and there is concern about lung cancer. Though I'm not.
Concerned about lung cancer.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that. I mean, that association is just a concern at this point. I'm not sure that that's been conclusively
Well, it's
locked
just
in.
sort of based on, hey, the guy's sucking on a 4-foot bong, and he's holding the air in his passages as long as possible before he coughs like a maniac and spits it out on his
it
friend.
turns out the marijuana is much more damaging to the airways than the cigarette smoke.
Jump right in there, Jacko.
Really?
No, it's not.
Oh, you don't have a chronic cough, Stone?
Oh, well, you know what? In the winter times, I get kind of bronchial, yeah.
Okay, that's from pot. That's not from the winter.
Come on.
Really?
That's the other thing every marijuana.
Well, it doesn't happen during the summer, man.
Hold on. Let me talk to Stoner over here.
All right, man.
How much weed do you have to smoke to go through a quarter pound a month?
About 7 doobies a day.
Doobies?
Like that. 5, 6
Does he have
doobies
to
a day.
watch out for the fuzz?
Huh?
You ever worried about the fuzz when you're smoking them doobies?
Oh, man, I'm cautious, man. I'm like,
Now, how do you smoke?
Stone
like
stepped out of a time capsule.
Huh?
I can remember, God, this is like Ridgemont High.
How do you smoke 7 joints a day?
Well,
I mean, you really got to work at it, don't you?
Yeah. Actually, I've gotten to the point sometimes where I really want to smoke that last one, and you know what? I can't inhale anymore, man. I start coughing and shit. It's a real bummer.
That is willpower. I think Stone's
and you know what?
Scott.
Sometimes I don't even feel high anymore. Like I could smoke, I don't know, 2 joints and still, I mean, I could face a cop, no problem.
Okay.
He's for real.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you quit smoking?
Why don't you smoke more?
I got a life to lead, that's why.
Okay.
Listen,
I was just wondering about the health stuff. As far as quitting, I mean, that's for someone else, man. I'm happy.
What do you do for a living?
I pump gas.
It's going to be good. All right.
He was like assistant professor.
All right.
Now he's pumping gas.
All right.
Could there be an association?
Well, it was pumping.
It wasn't an accident, Stone. I asked you about your career because that's always what happens.
All right, Stone. Yeah, listen. You better keep smoking that weed because the second you're not high, you're going to start crying.
Yeah, well, it's just tell me about it, man.
All right. Enjoy yourself.
Hey, you guys really run a good show, and Adam, you're a real asshole, but you're funny, man.
Thank you.
You're really funny.
Some of my family says, except for they leave out the funny part. Just stay with the a-hole.
Hey, but let me back to Stone about him not smoking pot. You're making a joke about that, but the fact is, somebody I Stone who stopped smoking pot, there is an extraordinary incidence of suicidal thought and suicidal preoccupations.
Oh, let me ask
people
Stone.
No, not when they're smoking. It's when they stop.
Right. Hey, Stone. Have you had your tonsils out yet?
No, man.
Okay.
Perfect working condition, my friend.
All right. Here's my. Listen, when you have them out, I'm sure you'll have them out eventually. Keep them. I want to smoke them.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how high you'd get off of Stone's tonsils?
He ought to just have some liposuction.
He's probably
could sell that
had,
on the open market for years.
You know, he could have filled the effing Hindenburg with the amount of marijuana smoke that has passed by his tonsils over the last 15 years. I want to smoke those things. Think I'd get high?
You get some liposuction, and you would get high.
I bet his buddies want to scrape him for resins once a month. Stone, we're out. And the guy at the park, you don't have any. We need to scrape your tonsils.
Whenever he hawks up in the morning, just throw it in the bowl.
Yeah. Hey, Stone, not in the toilet. In the bowl. Not that bowl.
Robin?
Yeah, hi.
What's up? You're 20.
Excuse me for being nervous, but I was wondering if you can get hepatitis C from sharing a cigarette with somebody that is infected with hepatitis C?
The simple answer is no.
No?
No.
What about A or B?
Okay, yeah, because I've called a couple clinics here in my hometown, and they're like, well, yeah, you can. And
well, You can get B that way, and you can get A that way possibly, but
not C.
Well, C is the same as HIV, and how many cases of HIV have been caused by sharing a cigarette? 0.
Yes, but we all have a chance of doing it that way every day.
Yeah, right, and there's a even debate about whether hepatitis C can be transmitted sexually. I happen to believe it can be.
All right, but A and B you can do with a cigarette, with saliva.
A certainly, and B maybe.
But it's not as easy as doing it like a cold with a cigarette, is it?
No.
A is?
Yeah.
All right, Fonzie. Go ahead there, Lisa.
Yeah, I'd just like to tell y'all are awesome.
Thanks, Lisa. You're 16. What's up?
Well, I called a couple weeks ago, and I was talking about my fiance, my fiance and I. Well, we got into it, and I'm pregnant, and I wasn't sure if I was when I called last time, but I went to the doctor, and they said I was.
Right, but what did we tell you about this guy?
To leave him.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm not just saying this to be right. I don't clearly remember what we told you about this guy, but I do have some recollection of us saying this guy was probably a jerk-off.
Yeah.
And that maybe you'd be better off without him.
Yeah, he is.
Well, there you have it. Proof positive, everybody.
And we started talking about adoption, as I recall, too.
Yeah.
Right.
But I decided I'm going to keep the baby, and he said he's going to be there for the baby, but not for me.
Of course.
He's going to be there for the baby. You better hope this jackass isn't there for the baby.
Well, he's going to be in... Well, when I went out there, I told him if he didn't quit what he was doing out there, that I was going to call the cops. And he told me to go ahead and do it because he didn't think I was going to do it. So I went and called the cops on him, and he got 3 or 4 felony offenses now.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it's always... Before you become a dad, it's important to pad your record. Hey, listen, screwball. Listen, hold on. Turn that music down and start playing a funeral dirge, please. I'm going to kill myself. Listen, I know you have the biological capability to create another human being, but in my mind and in God's heart, you don't have the right to raise this kid. I know there's nothing we can do about it as a country, and God damn it, when I'm in charge, there will be something we can do about it. But you should not have the right to screw up this kid. You're 16, your head's spinning around like a dreidel. You got a guy with 4 felony convictions who's humping some other piece of white trash in some trailer park and God knows where. What are you doing? I command you to give this kid up for adoption. If you have an ounce of decency in you, you'll do it. An ounce. And this guy being there, not for you, but for the kid, is
nonsense.
I know.
Complete and utter nonsense.
And the thing I don't understand is he said he loved me like a couple weeks ago, and then tonight he tried to hit me, or the other night he tried to hit me.
Right.
And I knocked the holy living dog crap out of him. I really did.
Well, I stand corrected. This is going to be a Cosby-like environment this kid is growing up in. I had no idea. He just took a swung at you, and you counterpunched.
And beat the holy living crap out of it.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry for whatever somebody did to you growing up. And I'm sure there was something, and I'm sorry for that. But that doesn't give you the right to do it to somebody else, namely your newborn.
I know.
Do you understand that concept?
Yeah.
Can you please do the right thing and give this child up for adoption? Can you please do that so that whatever was done to you is not passed on to this child?
I can't do that.
All right.
Why not?
Because I think it's wrong, actually. Because I don't want my kid growing up hating me.
They won't hate
That's
you.
the way they're not going to. Get him proper parents.
Grow up with you, and they're guaranteed to hate you.
Guaranteed.
I hate my parents. Drew hates his parents, and they weren't even that bad. Well, Drew's were pretty bad, yeah. All right, baby.
But what I was going to say is,
yeah,
we've been fighting a whole lot, and I've been really depressed, and I haven't really been able to eat very much. I'm just not sure if that's really, really bad for the baby.
Yes, it's really bad.
Oh, who cares?
It's really
what
bad.
What do you think he's doing? You think he's going to college? You think he's getting a good job? What do you care? What do you care?
Because I love
Oh, no, you hope he comes out with one arm or something, get some state-funded assistance or something.
No.
Yeah, that's your best move. Yeah, hope the kid comes out of GIMP, state steps in, and he's taken care of.
Nutrition is
Otherwise,
a big issue.
he's working at the Wiener Schnitzel his whole life and knocking up other screwballs.
You need adequate calorie, adequate protein, folate, iron. You need prenatal vitamins and prenatal care. Hey, and you need to talk about adoption with this child.
Yeah. There's no, everyone's got the right to do this, by the way. Everybody. I can't have a mother effing pot plant in my backyard, but this 16-year-old with a fourth grade education can crank out a kid. What the hell kind of country are we living in?
Now the Congress is so united, maybe you can slip something in there.
Yeah.
Get involved with
I
politics.
want a pot plant in my yard.
No. More
And
importantly,
by the way, where are you NRA pussies on this? You civil libertarians. Everyone has the right to bear arms. Where are you pussies on the pot plants? Why don't you gun-toting redneck right-wing pussies step up on this one? And what about my rights? Or does it only involve shooting people? That's your rights, and then your rights end when you stop putting hollow tips into banana clips? Where are you NRA pussies on this? Why do you guys go so crazy with all this property and rights and pursuit of happiness and all this kind of stuff and all this stuff that involves the Constitution, and then when it comes to some guy growing a pot plant in his backyard, you want that hippie executed? Where are you hypocritical pussies on this one? With the girl. You know what I love about the profound stupidity of all our callers? And by the way, all radio shows are... They basically tell their host to call their callers the smartest people in the world, because there are callers. You know what I mean? There's a lot of patronizing going on. I would love to do that if you guys were even close to...
coherent.
No, if you were just a couple grades below average, I would love to play along with that ruse. But you're so retarded that the idea of me pretending that you're not seems disingenuous. You know what I mean?
What does it say about you, though, you attract that type?
I think it's you. How dare you? Yeah. There's a certain that, you know what? They're stupid, and then they're stupid, Drew. I'm stupid. I was always stupid. I was a bad student. I made bad decisions. I was considered dumb my entire life. But this is dog dumb. This is like when you're talking to a pet, and it doesn't know what you're talking about. John? Gotta be kidding me.
Of course.
That's excellent.
Let's hang on and see if there's...
Yeah. Oh, he hung up. Son of a bitch. I don't know if people look at that as an insult or not. To me, that's just flat-out entertainment. I wish every other call was a toilet flushing. We'll take a little break. The Jerky Boys are here tonight. They got a little bit lost. The driver screwed up on the way here. But
they blame the poor driver now.
Oh,
yeah, it was that damn driver.
Somebody fed him the wrong direction.
Yeah.
We won't say which record company either.
Jesse?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm just worried about one of my friends.
Yeah.
Her fiance beats her, and I'm just worried sick. I can't.
How old is your friend?
She's 30.
She's 30.
You're 15?
Huh?
You're 15?
Yeah.
How does a 15-year-old befriend a 30-year-old?
She's a friend of my mom's.
A friend of your mom. So she's your mom's friend.
How do you know they're beating her fiance's beating her?
Well, first of all, I'm a Native American Indian, and I do have certain type. I'm not a witch or anything. I do have certain type of powers that can go and visit people. And I know I sound like crazy and everything, but I do have this, and I've seen him do it. It's horrible. I've seen bruises come up on her, and physically beating her. It just makes me sick.
How? What's your range? You know what I mean? Is it a neighborhood thing, or can you go state to state?
Yeah, I can go anywhere in the world.
Oh, really?
Well, I got a good recommendation. How about being a fast food delivery person? I mean, you wouldn't even have to leave the house.
I don't think you can bring stuff with you.
No,
though.
you can't. Oh, it doesn't work that way.
No. I mean, that's something bulky. Like, you can bring, like, a pizza. You'd spill the Cokes, I think is what the answer is to that. Well, why don't you come over here now, Jesse?
Well, I'll try.
All right, why don't you try and tell me what Drew's wearing? All right?
Oh, God.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I think I can.
What's your tribe?
I'm...
Cowie.
No, I'm Cherokee.
That's from the F Troop.
We get lost on mountain and said, where the heck are we?
You're Cherokee and what?
Cherokee, Blackfoot, and Cree.
Blackfoot and?
Cree.
Okay. And what percentage are you?
Half.
Really? Like share. All right. Why don't you come visit us? Now, well, wait a minute, Jesse. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you know she was being beaten by this guy, and then you went and visited her and saw it? Or did you not know anything about it, go to visit her and saw the beatings?
The second one, I didn't know about it, and then I went and visited her. And
Why did you go visit her? You want to see her in the shower?
No. I just get these weird feelings that somebody in my family's being hurt or something that I know, somebody I know.
Well, how do you know she's being beaten then? Has she admitted it?
No, she won't. She will not.
So it's just your visitations?
Mm-hmm.
Have you told your mother about this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about all you can do. She's
And
grown
plus,
woman.
I told my mom the next time he touches her in the wrong way, I was going to beat the crap out of him. Because I feel like she's a part of my family. I love her to death.
Well, Jesse, now you're getting even weirder.
Getting a little nutty there.
Yeah, I think he's seen too many tough guy movies.
Yeah. Jesse, why don't can you talk to your mom? What's your mom want to do about it?
She really don't want to do anything. She's just worried about another thing.
Does she know you shine?
Yeah.
Do you do any drugs or alcohol?
Mm-mm.
Just a little peyote.
Yeah.
No.
I
smoke Marlboro, and that's about it.
Uh-huh.
All right, so he's going to visit us now. So.
All right, well, Jesse, can you come visit us?
Yeah, he's wearing a button-up shirt. At least one of y'all wearing a
genius,
button-up shirt.
yeah. He usually wears a no fear T-shirt that says like "F-U" on the back.
No, I'm with stupid.
No, it's usually black.
He's wearing a black what?
No, the no fear shirt that he usually wears. Sometimes he wears it black. It's all different ranges of colors.
That's amazing. You have a power. You have amazing power of being 100% wrong.
No, I have about 3 or 4. I have healed somebody with cancer.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I'm a medicine man.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm a...
oh my God, a medicine chat.
So far you got my clothing all wrong, Jesse.
No, I'm a grass dancer.
Jesse.
What is Drew wearing? Can you get to that?
What are we in heaven?
Saying Drew is wearing a button-up shirt is like guessing Charlie Chaplin's wearing a bow tie.
One of y'all is either in the building or somebody in that room.
Hold on, this guy. I got to say, this is eerie. This is eerie because there's 14 guys in the building. 2 of them are wearing a button-up shirt.
Oh.
This is getting weird.
Right.
Next thing you know, he's going to go for the slacks. I bet he says someone's wearing slacks. Hold on a second.
In this county.
Somebody in the greater Los Angeles area has got socks on right now. It is bizarre. Jesse?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of pants? Do you have a pant feeling?
No.
No pants feelings?
All I know is he has dark hair.
Drew has dark hair.
No, not Drew.
Somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. That only breaks it down to what? 3?
All right. I'll
three types of hair colors?
Jesse, first off, you're wasting your talents wherever you are. You need to go to work for some sort of law enforcement or military or something with the government because you can't squander.
Well, the Haitian government.
That's great, yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at the picture of the kidnapped victim. She was taken. The guy was wearing a belt. Or not. I can't be sure. He may or may not be wearing a belt. I'm seeing part of a belt. So yeah. And I'm guessing the guy picked her up. He had eyes. I've narrowed it down to between green, blue, and brown. Eyelashes. The eyebrow was not connected. I know that. Oh, that is just freaky. All right, so what should Jesse do?
Jesse needs a lot of help.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's good because there's something going on here with Jesse, but tell his mom what he believes is happening and then leave it be.
Okay. Why is it with everyone who's got like just a drop of American Indian in them possesses some kind of power? Do you know what I mean?
I personally think he should be an agent.
Yeah.
You know? I think one day he will get a nice paying job in a movie.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Damien, phone screener Damien, reminded me that the Man Show got picked up for 22 more episodes. So until that big fat homo Tom Shales, the TV reviewer who had a bone to pick with me many years ago.
No showmanship.
Many years ago, Tom, keep writing, you big fat queer.
What's so special about you?
Keep writing, buddy. 22 more episodes. Keep it coming. You're my good luck charm. Go -4 stars. I've had -4 stars on a couple occasions. Go for -5. I think I'd get a bigger pickup next season. Keep writing, you worthless sacks. Keep it coming. 4th season. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, Tom. Everyone's listening. You have the ear of America, apparently. Another big pickup. Keep it coming, you worthless fat sack. Thank you. Joe?
Joe?
Hello?
Yep.
Hi.
What's going on there?
Everybody's using fake names tonight.
Yeah, everyone's having difficulty processing their fake name.
Everybody's on hold. Write down your fake name so when we come on and ask, say hello with that name.
That's what that long pause is when we keep asking the person's name. Go ahead, Joe.
All right. I have a couple questions about LSD. First of all, do you know what the statistics are of people going completely crazy after using LSD?
A single episode? A single use?
I'm thinking more of I don't know about single use, but
So here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. Single use, a permanent psychosis after a single use would be very rare.
Okay.
A locked-in syndrome after regular heavy use or even one large ingestion is very common, where people feel kind of persistently high and kind of locked into a dream for weeks or even months afterwards. Those people will all have chronic mood problems. And my experience has been that anybody that does acid more than about 30, 40 times is going to have problems with persistent depression the rest of their life that may not become evident for at least 5 to 10 years after you stop using.
Okay. I don't know, because...
and even in the literature in the 70s, it was there to defend the use of LSD. It's bizarre to read that literature now, because in the literature they conclude that people end up with personality changes and mood disturbances, but that they seem happier, therefore it's okay.
Well, back then it was good. Yeah, it's hey,
bizarre.
The greenhouse effect is great because we'll be able to grow strawberries in Buffalo.
Right, exactly. Same
really?
logic.
Yeah, that was good.
Well,
all right, Joe. Hey, Joe, whatever your name is, how many times you done acid?
4 or 5.
4 or 5? All right, that's enough. You can tell everyone you've done it.
Yeah. The other thing was I was arrested in June with LSD.
How much?
Whole sheet.
How many blotters are in a sheet?
About 100.
Oh, sheet.
What are we doing with all that?
Wow. Selling
I was selling it.
Where, at a concert or something?
Just a friend. I was trying to make some extra money.
Uh-huh. How much money can you get for one hit?
About $5.
About $5?
Yeah.
And how much does a whole sheet cost?
Anywhere between 100 or 300, depending on.
And Joe, you seem to want to kind of minimize. Hey, what's the big deal? I was just selling acid.
Well, I know, but
Joe, I want you to know if you sold acid to my kids, I would come get you, because you're selling. I don't care what my kids had done; they get their own piece of problems. But I swear to God, you are selling a brain toxin to young people. I mean, the thing you love and nurture is the person, which is the brain. And that's the one thing. That is just short of killing them, as far as I'm concerned. And I swear to God, I'd come get you.
Thanks.
I'd tackle him before he got out of the studio, Joe.
Okay.
All right.
But the question is, while I was in jail, I met a whole bunch of people who were big-time coke dealers.
Right.
People who actually could make money dealing drugs. And they were all walking and getting light sentences. And I'm here looking at, 10 years at the least.
Really?
That's weird.
First offense?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first off, these guys who sell coke, they make money so they can afford competent attorneys. You're getting the court-appointed guy, right?
Actually, I did get a good lawyer, and he thinks he can get me probation.
Okay, well,
all right.
that's what
I thought it was 10 years at the least.
I know, but...
All right, so you get probation, so quit whining.
Okay.
Or stop selling drugs.
I haven't gotten it yet.
All right, you'll get it. First offense. Stop selling drugs before Papa Drew turns into the mercy-killing doctor.
Part of the other, we yell about parents all the time. It's another part of being parents.
Got to kick a little drug dealing ass every once in a while.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I guess it depends. I mean, if your kid's 12 years old and this guy breaks in the bedroom window and gives him a tab of acid, that's one thing. But if the kid, what if your kid goes and seeks them out?
I'm sure I would assume that. But I'm also going to be pissed at the guy supplying it if I know who that person is.
Well, yeah, you're going to be pissed at them. Like
he's just doing it to make some money. He is preying on his friends with poisons. Come on. He can make some money. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Adam. Come on.
What's the Wiener Schnitzel do?
Doesn't do what this stuff does.
Well, it's its own form of poison. I mean, come on. I don't know if they're sponsored, but
my kids go to camp at the Wiener Schnitzel.
Really? All right. Well, listen, Drew.
Yeah.
Maybe if the stuff was legalized, then it'd be a different story. They wouldn't have to go to this guy. I don't know. I don't care about your kids. Oh, this is Francisco, or as I like to say, Francisco.
Yeah. Hello?
What's your deal? 27. A babysitter who seduced him. Should he tell his wife?
What's your name again?
Francisco.
Doesn't he sound 14?
What?
Yeah. Hey, Francisco?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
Around 70s.
Around the 70s. Yeah, that's what I do. I sort of round, my birth age. Like people go, when you're born, off the top of my, I don't have any documentation in front of me. But I'll go like, I don't know, somewhere between like 63 and 67 usually. That's a pretty good number. That's good. Listen, dickweed, if you're gonna, all of you people who are gonna lie about anything, spend at least a minute and a half getting your story straight in any aspect of life, whether you're calling a radio show, whether you're going into the DMV and trying to get a fake license, whether you're trying to lie to your girlfriend, whatever it is, turn off the TV set, put down the bong, just take one moment.
Adam, we're going to get him anyway.
I'm saying just one moment of quiet time and get your rap together.
Then we'll get them another minute on the radio.
If you're doing it over the phone, I would have a little cheat sheet. I would have a little, little piece of paper, and I'd write down, let's see, I'm 27, that means I was born in 71, and...
Pick a date.
Pick a date. Yeah, you know what you could do? It would be novel. Use your own birth date. Just go ahead and switch the year to make it work. What a retard. Hello? What's that, Drew?
It's like grandiosity again. The other hand, I leave my area code when I'm calling my neighbor.
I do too. Yeah. That's funny. All right, we're just talking about. I have a maid that I was trying to call. It's like trying to call the president. No phone machine, no call waiting, no pager, no voicemail, no nothing. I mean, it'll call to be busy for like an hour, and then it'll just keep ringing. And you'll never talk to anybody. And I'm trying to tell her, don't come tomorrow, and I'll never be able to get hold of her. And you forget about that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you get so used to this day and age where you just can leave a message or track someone or page somebody. This is old school. This is like the 70s. Huh. I miss, remember when you're expecting an important phone call, you take the phone off the hook?
You're right.
And do you remember that? Somebody was calling you back, and it's a call you didn't want to miss, and you didn't want them to think you left. You just had to take a shower. Then someone's going to call you back and, give you directions to the party. And you don't want to think you went out for the night because you're just getting in the shower. Just take the phone off the hook. They'll get the busy signal. You jump in, take the shower, and you come back 5 minutes, put it back on. They'll call back. Taking the phone off the hook. Remember that move? Uh-huh. Smooth. I really feel sorry for kids today, though, because they can't do any of that. I mean, all that star 69 and three-way and caller ID and all, forget it. I mean, to me, a rite of passage as a kid is to prank phone calls and to call in the old girlfriend and, seeing if the new boyfriend picks up and then hanging up. If a new guy picks up or the dad or mom picks up, you hang up. I mean, it's like, it was like you were, you were beyond reproach. There was like nothing they could do.
You call someone's house at 4 a.m, and if their dad picked up the phone, you just hang right up. Now she's totally just cold busted. Just busted. Everyone's got a phone with a readout on it, given the number, and they can just star 69 and oh my God. And now you know. I mean, everyone knows, but during the turn of the technology, I was dating a woman like 6 years ago, right when nobody had it except for this bitch I was dating. And it was like, hey, honey, I haven't called you. No, that wasn't me. I have no idea what you're talking about. She's like, I got caller ID and I see your number on it. It's like, ooh, yow. I mean, like, what are you supposed to say at that point? Well, maybe somebody used my phone. Sure as hell wasn't me because I don't care.
Is that what you said? Yeah, that's what you said.
No, I didn't. It was like, no, at that point, it's like when they do those 2020 reports where they rip off the old people working on their car or something, and then they go into the mechanic and they go, no, I never saw this guy. And they go, watch this videotape. I'd like you to watch this. Now, that's you on the video, right? Yeah. And that's you taking a flat bar to the old people's transmission. At that point, it's like you don't have to comment on it. You know what I mean?
Just shut up.
Just shut up. That's where you just run for the bathroom. Oh. Jose?
Yes.
You're 19.
Huh? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Wait, let's listen. Let's listen for our voice. Here it comes. I knew we were coming sooner or later. Hold on. Jose, don't do anything. Let's try it again. All right, we'll say howdy on the count of 3. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Howdy!
Howdy, how you doing? Hold on. Jose, don't do anything. How you guys doing over there?
Shh, shh.
Count of 3, right? All right. 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Howdy, how you doing?
This is fun. I want to leave myself a reminder. Adam, don't forget wallet and keys from studio. Oh yeah, that's right. I get my keys in my wallet. All right, hold on, Jose. Hold on, wait. It's a delay. Watch this. Jose, turn your radio down. Now I put him on hold.
There you go.
So we'll check back with him.
When he gets the message. Yeah.
He'll get the message in, what is it, about 7, 8 seconds?
Yeah. Let's go on to the next call in the meantime.
Well, I bet he has it by now. How many seconds?
He has it.
Oh, there. We got it.
4.
Jose?
Yes.
Okay, the radio down?
Yes.
Nice. What's going on, brother?
Well, I met this 19-year-old girl, and I don't want to be with her. I've told her time and time again I don't like her. I don't want to be with her. I have nothing to say to her.
Mm-hmm.
She still keeps bugging and bugging and bugging.
Well, you're too good to lay, you're too good looking, you're too well hung.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you still got the radio up, and you're
smart,
and you're partially retarded. Maybe she's a social worker or something. Is she trying to get you to put a hockey helmet on, or does she keep calling you because she wants dates?
She wants dates, and I don't want to go out with her.
All right. Well, that's rough. There's nothing you can do, though. There's really nothing. You have to date her. There's nothing. What do you do, Drew? She keeps calling. My penis is so big I can't ride a bicycle. What should I do? Josh?
Hello?
You're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
Josh, what's going on?
What's up? I smoke a lot of bud, like every single day.
Fine.
And a couple nights ago, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I just threw up some black stuff.
Black stuff.
Black.
Well, did you eat a bunch of Oreos before you went to bed?
Black and vomit is considered old blood until proven otherwise. You taken any Motrin or anti-inflammatories?
Looks pretty nasty.
Taken any aspirin or anything like that?
No.
Been drinking a lot that night?
No, I didn't. No.
You drink any bong water?
No. Again, you don't take any aspirin, any Motrin.
Well, if you get bong water in your mouth, that'll cause that?
Oh, boy.
Have you had any aspirin or Motrin?
Yeah. No.
No.
I haven't had none of that.
Nothing like that?
No.
You take no medication?
Nope.
Well, then you ought to have that looked into, because really, until proven otherwise, black is blood. Old blood.
Yeah?
Yeah. Needs to be checked out. Okay?
All right, Josh.
All right.
Listen, keep smoking weed so you don't have to, you can't be employed later on in life.
Right.
Okay?
Don't
worry. Your parents will kick off soon. You can just stay at the house.
Yep.
Okay?
I later, dude.
Yeah, do they have some kind of insurance policy or something? You get a little money for yourself?
I guess.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's important that you be set up.
What?
What I'm saying is you're going to need to have money to live,
Yeah.
and you're not going to be able to make any.
Get a job.
No. You're unemployable.
Car wash.
You can work at a car wash or a surf shop. Which one do you want to work at? Or a video store?
Surf shop.
Or you could be a carpenter. All right, Josh.
All right, dude.
Are you a surfer?
What?
Do you surf?
No, I'm a biker.
Oh, you're a biker?
Yep.
What do you ride?
I ride a cruiser.
Oh, okay. All right, Josh.
All right, later, dude.
All right, bud. Wow. All right, we're rolling here, Drew?
Yep.
John?
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yeah.
Okay, you just got diagnosed with Tourette's.
I've actually had it for about a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
And all the medications that I've done, like how I've had like serious side effects.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was on this medication called clonidine, and I had like really bad chest pains for a couple years. And they thought I had a heart murmur, but it was just like skipping beats all over the place. And I don't know, it was a big mess. And one of the medications I had made me lose like a bunch of weight, and I was always sleeping. I almost failed out of high school.
How does your Tourette's manifest?
I'm ADHD.
Right.
And
do you know that ADD, ADHD, Tourette's, OCD, and addiction are all very closely related conditions?
Okay. Yeah, and I was on Ritalin for about a year and a half.
Sure.
And then like the twitches started. Like I started out like with just like minor facial tics, and then it went to like more like my shoulder would like pop out sometimes, just like fly around. My neck like swings around every once in a while. Like sometimes I'll have vocal outbursts.
Mm-hmm.
But I pretty much keep those under control. Like when they happen, I'll just like start making my face twitch to like get around like the vocal stuff.
So I mean, if you feel a vocal outburst coming on, you can keep your mouth closed and let it manifest itself in a physical way.
Sometimes I can do that. Otherwise, but if I feel it like it's really strong, I can just like I'll make like a little noise will start to come out, and I'll try to cover it up by like coughing or like clearing my throat or something. Which
all right,
goes over
so the manifestations are not real profound, right? They're not disturbing your life or affecting your productivity. Right?
Like every once in a while, when I twitch a lot, like my facial stuff.
Yeah, but you're able to function okay, right?
What's that?
You function okay socially?
Actually, I've been made fun of like pretty much since I've had it.
Okay. So you'd like to have the symptoms under control.
Yeah. And like plus it's like it's endangering me sometimes. Like I'll be skating down the street and I'll be like twitching a lot and I can't tell what's going on. And I'll fall and like rip my face up on the ground.
That's nice.
And that's not very fun.
No. All right. So Drew.
Yeah.
What?
I think there's tons of different medication for Tourette's now, and I think you ought to keep trying to find something that works. But he needs to be sure that he's being treated by a doctor who really has a great deal of experience dealing with Tourette's. Clonidine, reasonable drug for Tourette's, with very limited side effects. But it didn't work for him. He's got to find something that works.
All right, so you keep experimenting.
Well, not experimenting. Just get with somebody who knows how to treat this.
Well,
condition.
I mean, you
trying
you
things.
try another medication to see if it works.
Yeah.
Shirley.
Yes.
You're 30.
No, I'm 38.
Oh, I'm sitting.
It's 38.
Oh, yeah, sitting back too far. What's going on?
I have major foot problems, and I've had a lot of surgery since 1995.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on Darvocet and Soma, which is a muscle relaxer. I'm having to take up to maybe 25 a day.
Mm-hmm. You a big gal?
I'm sorry?
You a big gal?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I've gotten bigger since 95.
Yeah, well, you're addicted to opiates.
Addicted to something.
Well, these are opiates. Darvocet is an opiate.
Well, if I don't take them, I'm in a lot of pain.
Sure, you'll have withdrawal. I mean, you need to come off them for at least 2 to 4 weeks before the pain will settle down.
Really?
Yes. The only thing is I've had over 25 surgeries on my right foot.
Surely there's something very powerful that your brain learns if it is appropriately genetically predisposed. And if you have an addicted potential, some people have a mechanism that's been coined the pain reward cycle, where the brain learns that if you experience pain, it gets a powerful reward. And so that pain experience becomes conditioned and entrenched to require you to keep going after opiates. And when you come away from the opiates, the pain becomes overwhelming. And indeed, the whole chemistry of opiates indeed makes pain perception that much more intense.
I have the nap masturbation cycle. Is that
you're
part of the same cycle?
No, that's a far more difficult cycle to break.
Yes, and it can get you into trouble, especially when you're flying. You know?
Wait a minute. I'm just trying to. I've flown a lot with you.
It's
kind of scaring me.
You tend to doze off on the plane there, Drew. That's what I'm saying, and
I see.
There's a certain.
Dr. Drew, my question is I'm going in for another surgery this week.
Well, hey, why don't you use your good foot and kick the surgeon in the nuts?
Yeah.
25 surgeries on the same foot?
On the same foot. I have a non-union of a fracture.
Well, hold on 1 second, Shirley. Let me talk about you to Drew. Hey, Drew, I don't know why I'm suspicious, but whenever people have, like, repeated medical problems,
oh, yeah,
I always think there's something wrong with them. I mean, mentally.
It's very common.
I mean, sometimes people are born,
It's one thing if you see somebody
born with problems.
Yeah.
But there's people that are going in for there's one procedure after the next, and it never ends.
Yes, those are usually addicts or people with severe emotional disturbances that get sort of expressed through their physical experience.
Joe Namath didn't have his foot operated on 25 times.
But he has knee operated like 12 times, but it was like, after he got back up and played football, and then he had to do it again. And
oh, Shirley.
Yes.
What is it that they missed the 23rd time?
Okay, well, I was born with 6 toes on my right foot, and I had a surgery a year till I was 14.
So always this vague kind of...
What do you mean?
Now, that's not related at all to the non-union. I mean...
No. Well, what had happened...
Hold on, Drew.
But you know what I mean? But
that
isn't
judgment. Why do you have to have a surgery a year? Because it keeps growing back?
Yeah, because when I was still growing, my bones were still growing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and
what was the nature of those surgeries?
Well, I had 2 big toes, and one did not have a joint. One was just meat. They took the one that was just meat and left me with a club foot.
What was the nature of the repeated surgeries?
What do you mean, Dr. Drew?
What did they do every year?
Okay, well, back then I was too little. I didn't know. Okay, and then I went on and I had jobs and I was working and I, kept doing everything. And then one morning when I got up, I couldn't step on my foot. And that was in 1995.
When it fractured.
Yeah. And so the doctor did bone grafts, one from my right hip, and then took
Have you had your bone density assessed, by the way?
No, they haven't done anything like that.
The last 2 spontaneous foot fractures I had, people actually had hyperparathyroidism, which is not an uncommon endocrine disturbance that can cause your bone to decalcify, demineralize.
It's going to be my next question.
Well, they have me on a lot of calcium right now.
I understand. So they're suspicious that your bone's demineralizing. So make sure you see an endocrinologist, at least an internist. But here's one thing I want to say about the Darvocet. It's loaded with acetaminophen, loaded with Tylenol. This is very potentially toxic to your liver. Strangely about Vicodin and Darvocet, the way people slowly escalate their heavy doses, I've yet to see a significant liver toxicity from those 2 drugs. And yet, if I were to give you what she was taking in a day, if I were to give you that for a day, you could be dead in about a week.
Well, I will be willing to try half at this point.
But that's the point. It's somehow the liver adjusts to that and creates the enzymatic machinery to handle it. So,
well, God bless the liver. You quote me on that. All right.
Was that all just boring we just went through? I have no judgment about this. To me, this is fascinating stuff.
I was trying to picture what size muumuu Shirley wore. I'm picturing Shirley. We've all seen Shirley. And there's something up with Shirley, and part of it is her foot, and the other part of it's on the opposite end of her body. Well, the part of you that's furthest away from your foot would be your head, and there's something there.
It may just be addiction.
Okay. Well, anyway, we wish her luck on
growing up with disabilities. It's a big burden.
Wish her luck on that surgery. I'll tell you, I'd be pissing my doctor if I was going in for my 26th
Well, your doctor needs
surgery.
to address, A, make sure there's not an underlying bone disease, B, get off the drugs, get treated for addiction.
Well, I want to go to...
Oh, there you are.
Oh, I didn't mean to punch her. Sorry, Shirley. Shirley, go to your doctor.
All right?
All right.
Bring these issues
All right,
up.
but listen. Is your husband, you married?
No.
No. Anyone abuse you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something's up, right?
No, well, that doesn't have anything to do with my foot.
Oh, no. I knew something was up with you the second I started talking to you.
It doesn't have anything to do with my foot.
All right, listen, baby. Just take care of yourself, would you? Would you? Do you have kids?
I have one 5-year-old.
All right, that's your life.
There's your work.
That's your good foot right there.
That is my good foot.
Good for you.
All right, take care of that
Get off
kid.
the
But
opiates, so
listen,
it can affect the child. Loaded parents is a traumatic experience for the child. It makes it's empathic failure by definition, and that is abuse.
right. All you a-holes that say, I love my kids, but I cheat on my wife. I love my kids, but I'm hooked on heroin. I love my kids, but
Yeah.
you don't love your kids.
You might,
Screwing
but you're doing something that harms them greatly.
Speaking of addiction,
Yeah.
my stewardess gave me a whole bottle of red wine to smuggle out of the plane with me
I got
tonight.
one too, yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which, what'd you fly? Continental?
United.
They gave you a whole bottle of red wine to take with you?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I thought I was special.
I thought so, too.
Have they ever done that before?
Yeah.
The last person I told this said, yeah, they gave me a bottle of champagne. I was like, oh, would you shut up already? The one time I feel good about myself, now everyone gets something.
I shouldn't have said anything, because it might have shut you up about first class for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd they give it to you? Because you're Dr. Drew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got it because I called the girl's son. She's like, my son's a big fan of yours. I'm like, good. Here, he's on the phone. Talk to him. I'm like, hey, Evan? Yeah. You know, it's great. No matter how big a 15-year-old fan is of yours, here's what they say. Uh-huh.
Hey. Cool.
Yeah. Hey, Evan, next time you're in L.A., you come watch the Man Show, huh? Yeah.
It's true. Every single one.
You got to go or something? Uh-huh. It's like, wow, this kid's crazy. Now I know what the Beatles went through in the mid to late 60s. It's nutty. I mean, the guy sounded pissed off. It was like, I swear to God, I'm better with a guy who's just, selling timeshare over the goddamn phone than these 15-year-olds are. It's always a little anticlimactic, Because when they hand you the phone, it's like, he is the world's biggest fan. He worships you. Oh, you're going to make his day. Evan? Yeah. This is Adam Carolla from The Man Show. Uh-huh. It's like, oh, God. All right. Hey, here's the phone. Give me a pistol. I got to kill myself.
I figured it's they're pissed that Mom brought him to you.
No, I think...
That's part of it.
And I think they're just a little caught off guard or something, or maybe all 15-year-olds have that same energy. I don't know. Peter?
Looking for my shoes.
Peter, have you found your shoes?
My sandal.
Looking for your sandal.
You found it?
No. I hung up the phone.
Wow.
Did it not? Well, I didn't know it was on.
Oh, wow. That was bizarre.
Justin?
Yes.
You're 26.
Yes.
Your wife took off.
Yeah.
When did she leave?
Well, she left about 3 months after we got married.
I see. So that would have been in February,
No.
the 11th?
No, it was actually April 22nd.
I see. And so it's been some time now.
It's been almost a year now, yes.
And have you seen her?
No, well, the last time I saw her, this is embarrassing, and I'm not lying, I took her on the Jerry Springer show.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That was who contacted you for that?
What? I'm sorry?
How did that get worked out?
I just decided that...
Oh, jeez, Justin, turn your radio down, would you?
What was the
Hold
issue?
on, let the Brainiac turn his radio down.
Justin? Oh, boy.
Well, his radio says in Idaho. He lives in Oregon.
It's a ham radio.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Is he there?
No, I swear he hung up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, shall we keep going?
Yeah.
Ben?
Yeah, hi.
You're 27.
Yes, I am. I love your show.
Why, thank you. You're 27 and you sound like Burl Ives.
Sorry,
Where would you brought up St. Louis?
He sounds older than 27, doesn't he?
He sounds like Burl Ives. Yeah.
I'm mature.
Well, actually, Sterling Holloway. Winnie the Pooh.
There you go. Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah. Go ahead there, Tigger.
I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah. Is that not Sterling Holloway?
Yes, that is. That is the voice of Winnie the Pooh.
It is.
For about since 1995.
Hang on, I can't get past the voice.
Yeah.
All right, 99.5, okay.
Since 1995, this is so humiliating with Tracy in the studio. Since 1995, I've had this medical problem. I'm too humiliated to go to the doctor about it. Whenever I move my bowels, I bleed like a stuck pig.
See, now the Winnie the Pooh irony is too much.
Yeah.
And
too much.
Lately, for about the last year now, I've had such pain that it wakes me up at night. And I just found out, 2 months ago, that both my mother and my father and my grandmother have cancer.
What kind of cancer?
My father has prostate.
Mm-hmm. That's not an issue here.
My mother, I don't know what she has. I don't know.
It's not an issue because he's 27?
But here's the deal.
Why is that not an issue?
Because prostate cancer doesn't cause rectal bleeding.
Oh,
and
it doesn't?
It's not a young man's disease.
Why doesn't it cause rectal bleeding?
It's not around. It's not in the colon. It's well outside.
I think I could squeeze some blood out of my ass if I had enough prostate cancer.
It's part of the urologic system. Sometimes urinary bleeding. Sometimes bleed when you pee.
I see.
But here's the deal, Ben. This could be one of many different things. It could be as simple as an internal hemorrhoid. But God knows you would be iron depleted from all this bleeding, and that needs to be attended to and could be quite serious. Could be an inflammatory bowel disease like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease.
Well, is there like anything? See, I'm too humiliated. I don't want to go to the doctor.
It has been one of the most common conditions. Probably a day does not go by that I don't see this problem.
Well, listen, I know it may have happened to him.
So it's a very common condition. See the doctor because it can be polyps and can be tumor and absolutely does need to be treated.
He could have been up in Mr. Owl's treehouse when that windstorm hit.
Yes.
And it was he was sliding around trying to get that pot of honey.
Yes.
And then I think Tigger came along. Ironically enough, I was watching Winnie the Pooh with my two nephews on Thursday, wrestling with them on my sister's bed, watching Winnie the Pooh at the same time, thinking I have not seen this since I was 5, 6 years old.
That's why you knew who Sterling Holloway was.
No, it did come back to me though. As soon as you, no, I would have remembered that voice. And if you give me a second, I'll come up with the voice of Tigger. By the way,
Paul Winchell.
Yeah. There you go. And Mike at 24. Mike, is there another name that you may go by other than Mike?
Hello.
Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Mike.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Mike.
Chilling, man. What's going on?
What do your friends call you, Mike or Michael or Mikey?
Well, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
How do you spell Michael?
You want me to spell it for you or what?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to spell it.
You don't want to spell your name?
Nah, I don't want to get clowned.
You don't want to spell Michael?
Nah. You know I can spell it.
Well, no, I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, let me spell it for you, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
B-A-B-A-B-O-O-E-Y.
Baba Booey, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy is an asshole.
All right, Drew, please. All right, what's your question, Mike?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You don't have one now?
Yeah, you made me forget it, though.
All right, well, hang on.
All right.
Hang on. Now, see if he could, if he could lie, we wouldn't have gotten into this whole thing. Everyone calls a show, they use a false name. And here's the problem with using the false name and smoking a lot of weed is when you're on hold, you don't respond to it. I mean, if I'm on hold and some guy's going, Ted, I'm not going to say anything. Unless I remember that I used the name Ted as my false name. But Mike was great because I said, Mike? Yeah? What do your friends call you? Mike, Michael, or Mikey? And he went,
Mike?
Mike? Bridget.
Hi.
You're 24.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
Well, I want to know, how you're considered if you're a drug addict or not.
Addict just means progressive use of a substance in spite of consequences.
So if I can use but have a normal life, is it okay?
If you have a family history of alcoholism or addiction, and you're using a substance that is having consequences, and you keep using in spite of those consequences, then it will get worse, and you will have more consequences, and you may die.
So I can't just take a break for a while and then...
Oh, yes, you can, but it will always get... Early in the disease, people can control their use. But it will invariably continue to progress.
If I had to go to rehab, and I went for a while, and then I got out and they wanted me to do like an outpatient program, but I decided that I'm not a drug addict, so I didn't go. But I started using again.
Well, I'm no addiction medicine specialist, but whenever you're forced to go to a rehab...
No, I chose to go.
Oh, all right.
Well, look,
whenever you attend rehab, let me just rephrase that. When you attend a rehab, then it seems to me that may be an indication of a problem.
Yeah, if
What'd you say?
Just having a parent with alcoholism puts you at 50% risk of this disease. If then you have momentum with a substance, you've got it, and it is going to get worse.
What was
If it's prescription drugs?
Of course.
No.
Here's what you can get addicted to. Benzodiazepines, which are the Valium drugs, Ativan, Klonopin, Xanax, that sort of thing. Opiates, which is heroin, Vicodin, Percocet, Percodan, Darvocet, codeine, Dilaudid, etc.
What about fen-phen?
Phentermine is an amphetamine. That's the other class. Cocaine, marijuana, alcohol.
Yeah, I think it all stems from me.
All the yummy stuff.
Bridget, it stems from you having the biology of addiction.
Well, because I used to have an eating disorder, and I was able to overcome that. But then when I got on the fen-phen, I lost 92 pounds.
Yeah.
And I still have like another 40 pounds to go, but when I stopped taking it, I gained like 15
Well,
pounds
your
back.
eating disorder is still in operation, but now it's fueling an addiction also.
I don't know what to do.
Go back into the outpatient program as you were recommended.
But I don't want to gain the weight back.
Go into the outpatient program as you were recommended and get a nutrition program going and get some exercise going. And
Don't take any of the pills.
obviously not.
Bridget, please. You're 24 years old. You can't figure this out?
Well, I just don't want to get, I don't want to be fat, you know?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that don't want to be fat. They just don't eat that much, and then they exercise.
It's hard.
I know. Believe me. I forced myself to jump rope today. It sucked. Each revolution, I was jumping a rope, was going, this sucks, 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 this sucks. And here's what was going through my mind, by the way, as I was skipping rope. I have to have a whole bunch of stuff going on, or I go insane when I work out. I mean, I need Shields and Yarnell doing like a mime act in front of me, and I have to be listening to some sort of talk radio, or I immediately go insane.
Listening to my books?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
While you work out, come on.
I got them in the car, Drew. All
right, I'm happy.
I'm listening to Moby Dick right now, which I don't know if that stood the test of time or not. It's always fun listening to old stuff because they use words like, he was a queer fella.
How do they pronounce? Have you met the?
It's always funny because it's queer.
Have you met the native guy, Queequeg? Or whatever?
Queequeg, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes, he was very queer. He climbed into bed and embraced me. This queer fella, Queequeg.
Gay.
I don't know what to make of it. All right, but here's what was I saying? So anyway, I was jumping rope in my living room today, thinking, Jesus Christ, I got to work out, and I remember thinking as I was skipping rope, I was only doing it for about 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, and I started thinking, I'm going insane. I'm so bored. I was listening to a CD, but I was still going insane, and I was just staring at the wall while I was jumping rope, and I thought, you know what? Here's my problem. And I BS'd myself. I said, my mind is such a well-oiled and complex device that it's torture for a man of my intellect to sit in one place and do something of a repetitious nature. And then I thought,
Now it's your ADD.
You're on the sofa for 4.5 hours today watching Dukes of Hazzard marathon without any movement at all and had no difficulty with that. So I thought, no, that's not it. I just hate working out. All right.
Another fabulous show.
Fabulous.
In the dirt. All right, we'll take ourselves a 22-hour break, and when we come back, we'll come back with more fabulous show and a renewed attitude, a renewed commitment to the program. That'll be at least for the first break, then it'll wear off into our usual jaded selves.
Well, now.
So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Engel. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.
I'd like everyone from Berkeley and Santa Monica just to pack up and go to Afghanistan so you can be with your people over there. Go ahead, hand some bread out. Help the kids. Enjoy. Please. We'll be back.